broke down.
I think so. This is quality caravan vlogging. I bought this bracket here. If you've got, I don't know if Bailey's and all the other manufacturers have the same mounts, but this is the mount that came with the Caravan. It's already screwed on, and something then slides over the top. And it's just, bought this bracket, and it's the same size, which is great. So it just slid on there. So this enables you to do the old moving it around, position the telly. Now the reason I've got the different bracket is that I did, in the last vlog I mentioned about our TV had broke, an old Tesco one. So I did bite the bullet and buy the Avtex 27-inch. Now they are more expensive, as I mentioned before, normal tellies, but I personally think they're worth the money because they do last longer. Now of course you could argue either way, but 27-inch one purchased, connected, so I'll be able to, well, we'll be able to watch Amazon Prime and all that stuff. You know, I know people argue you're on holiday, what you doing watching telly, but I tell you what, next week it's going to rain all week, so we're going to be watching a lot of telly, I believe. Got a bit of a dilemma at the moment, is that I haven't yet purchased a contract SIM for the Romex, and I'm just about run out of data of the 5 gig you get free. So I think next week I'll have to piggyback off my phone or see how much the site Wi-Fi is. Actually, in fairness, it doesn't really matter how much it is to a certain extent, because I'm working, so I'm earning. If I don't work, I don't earn. So whatever it costs. Other than that, I'll piggyback off my phone. Now I have checked already, and the site we're going to, which is called Greenhills Caravan Park, maybe in the Peak District. So over at mysitefinder.com, we've got a Facebook page, and on that Facebook page I asked if anyone had any recommendations for sites in the Peak District, and Greenhills came out, was suggested by quite a few people, and it has got good reviews, so that's where we're going. Now I have checked, and EE, who I'm with, coverage for EE is good, or should be good anyway, so either way I'm fine. Right, getting ready for the off. Of course it's bloody raining, Jesus. So yesterday I packed all the Isabella awning in the boot, and you know, although we'd looked at the weather forecast, yesterday was sunny, and we thought, let's take the full awning, put the full awning up, and we changed our mind, and we're going for the porch awning. One, because it looks like it's going to rain all week, and I don't want to put it up in the rain and take it down in the rain. And secondly, well, actually, Tuesday night there's a bit of a storm coming through, so although the Isabella will probably be better in the storm, if we have to take it down, this is going to be better. Morning. I thought I'd do a little bit of video whilst the sun's out. So here we are at Greenhills Holiday Park, just outside Bakewell. It's a private site, which is a bit different for us. We don't mostly go on caravan club sites, but as we've all know, we all said previously, the app's shocking, the price has gone up. I think this, so on the way here we drove past Caravan Club's Chatsworth site, and I think over the 5 nights we were here or something, the Caravan Club was about £100 more expensive. Why? Okay, you get access to Chatsfield Fields at the back there, but I mean, Chatsfield is a nice site, don't get me wrong, it is, but there's nothing wrong with this site either. However, when you first pull up, for me, it's a bit of a, oh, what's going on here? Because it was like grey, raining. They've got this weird, if you can see, this weird kind of gravelly everywhere, including the main entrance. So there's a big area of that, which is odd. Now, if you follow me on social media, you'll see that I've had the awning up. Well, I've just taken it down. Because this afternoon there's 40 miles an hour winds forecast, and also overnight, and basically the next 2 or 3 days it's pretty much all 40 miles an hour wind, and I don't think that little Dometic would be up for it. In fact, I had a look on their website and I think they say 20 miles an hour wind is perfectly okay, but you know, gusts in at 40. I mean, there's a guy next to me here is leaving his awning up, very similar awning, so it'd be interesting to see what happens there. It's a personal thing, isn't it? I put a little poll on the Facebook page and everybody's like, take it down, this, you know, it's not worth the risk, because what'll happen is at 2 in the morning something will happen with the awning and I am not running out there. Anyway, that's that. Outside there, a bit of a nightmare. See those rocks? See all the mud there? Yeah. So I was backing the caravan onto the pitch. Not massive pitches. I mean, kind of bare minimum type pitch. Backing it on. I saw those rocks. I missed them. Third one there, I didn't see. And as I was backing up, the wheels were spinning. I thought, come on, 4-wheel drive. Surely I can. At a corner mile, I saw this guy running towards me, waving his hands. What's going on? Oh, subscriber. No, I didn't think that was. So that third rock, I'd actually got it wedged under the side step. Nice. So I had to. Well, there's no other way of getting it off other than just going forwards and coming off the rock. Fortunately, no damage done. It kind of topped off a very stressful hour. We were going through Chesterfield. Roundabout, stopped there, or sitting there waiting for the traffic to go. All of a sudden, the car cut out. Like nothing, radio and everything stopped.
Quite busy here, huh?
Yeah. Edge of Chesterfield, I guess.
At the roundabout, take the 3rd exit to A617.
Sorry, roundabout, so traffic's stuck.
It's broke down.
I think so.
You haven't broke down.
I didn't do anything, it just stopped.
Oh my God.
Took the key out, put it in again, went to start it, nothing. Like a dead battery. Now, I only had the battery replaced like 2 days ago. So I was like thinking, oh, here we go. What are we going to do? I mean, traffic everywhere. I mean, it was just a nightmare. Hazard lights on. I took the key out again, opened the door, shut the door again, you know, as if you're getting in the car again. I turned it on, and fortunately it started. So I don't know, since we had the battery replaced, the auto stop start has started working. It hadn't worked for, well, probably ever since we've had the car. The car's 4 years old, maybe nearly 5 years old. So the battery needed replacing anyway, so I replaced it, and the stop start works, but I've disabled the stop start. Thoughts on the site so far? Like I say, initial impressions were like, bloody what the hell, because there's like a reception. I'll show you. There's a reception, then to the right there's like 2 portaloos that look like porter cabin toilets, and I thought, are they the main toilet block? But shower blocks perfectly great. There's a bar here. All looks really nice. It's a big site, and we're on kind of, it's on 2 halves kind of thing. The reception bit's in the middle. There's a part here and another part over the other side, which pitches look a bit flatter and a bit better. Don't worry about the one way, mate, you just help yourself. Yeah, so far so good. I think weather's changeable. Right, just a bit away from the site, just to break in the weather. So we've driven up to Monsall Head. Just car park's just there. Excuse the wind. Panoramic. Managed to get out of the caravan, and we are in Eyam Hall, just there. So Eyam is famous or infamous for where the plague started. So there's aptly named plague cottages down here. So it is right here in this very motorhome where the plague started in 1605. You would blame a motorhome, wouldn't I? Beautiful northern weather. So in that cottage, Rose Cottage, so 9 members of the same family died in 1665 and 1666. It's absolutely tragic, isn't it? Oh, this is Plague Cottage, this one. You've got to live in Plague Cottage. I'd like it says there, George Vickers is the first plague victim. So there's the Hawksworth family. So again, a lot of these cottages, there seems to be like one survivor. I mean, one, how weird and how dreadful is that? That the whole family, or like 15 relatives, die. So, I mean, you know, I know we all had a torrid time in COVID, but it's nowhere near as bad as what these guys suffered. And I think what is unique about this village is that it kind of isolated itself. It kind of understood what was going on, even in 1665. They understood the importance of isolation. So basically the village cut itself off from the rest of the world. So here's the church, graveyard. Now, whilst I'm on the subject of Eyam, on the subject, have a look at Rob Wiseway's channel. He visited here a short while ago. In fact, this is probably one of the reasons we came here, is that he's kind of did a bit of a vlog on it. Worth a watch, probably a bit more factual than mine.
Celtic cross, isn't it? It's the only one that's there. It's got his head on.
Oh, yeah. So the story goes, George Vickers, who is a tailor, bought some cloth back from London, which when he come back to what is now Plague Cottage, where we were earlier, he was staying there. So he bought the cloth back and unravelled it and put it in front of the fire to dry it off, because he realised it was damp. Of course, what he didn't know was that he'd been to London where the plague was ravaging at the time, by bringing this cloth to the village, heating it up, kind of reenacted all the dormant plague particles or whatever they are. Anyway, so that's kind of how it got to this village, and that's how it started here. Poor guy didn't obviously know. He was just doing his job, bringing some cloth back, make a few quid, no doubt. The reason we're here this week, well actually what it was, we wanted to try a site other than a caravan club site. So we're on Greenhills holiday park, which is just outside Bakewell. So during the week I've been working in the caravan because all I really need is internet and I'm away, but the plan was maybe in the evenings go out, but the weather's been so poor. I mean, not just rain, it's the wind, so we haven't really been able to do anything. So I did have to work late one night, and that's just too much information for you, and I may well delete it. I had to work late one night, so Friday afternoon we are now. I've finished early at 1 o'clock, and we've nipped up to Eyam, which is probably a 10-minute drive from the site, so a 10-minute drive from Bakewell. Currently in a graveyard. So back to Plage Cottage where George Vickers stayed. I brought a bit of cloth back, unbeknownst to him. One of the good things about coming on a wet Friday afternoon in April, I don't get any northerners. They're all indoors, or probably all in the pub. It's only us hardy southerners that are out here lapping up the history and telling people about it in an informative and entertaining way. This thing here, look, revolving roasting jack, sheep roast. Oh, just opposite there is the museum, Eyam Museum. Adults £4 if you want to go in there. We didn't because we're really not sure what we were going to see in there that we couldn't read and didn't see through the village. So I think that's probably it for this vlog. Wrap it up. It's probably gone on for about 2 hours. So on a week where it rained all week and the wind blew, car broke down twice, and even the zip on my jacket broke. It's not me being a hardy southerner, I can't do it up because the zip broke. That's all from me. Like and subscribe as always. See you in the next one. This is quality caravan vlogging.